The sands of time reveal designs which are more than mere refinements. They exceed evolution and proceed into the realm of revolution. Introducing the 1990 Toyota Celica, the definition of revolution.
The 1990 Toyota Celica. Look at it. Listen to it. Feel it. The all-new Toyota Celica. You'll love what it does to all your senses.
Alright guys, today's the big day. I picked up my new car. This is my 1992 Toyota Celica GT Coupe. Quick little backstory. Basically, I already told you guys this in the other video, but I saw it at a car wash. I went and talked to the guy, and long story short, I bought it. The history on it is that his wife's best friend bought the car. She had it, and then his wife bought it from her when they were done with it, and then they had it for its entire life. So technically, you know what? I'm gonna call it a one owner because they were really close, and they still are, and I met everybody, and it all checks out. I even checked the glove box to look at the insurance cards and, like, you know, where it was registered and stuff. And it's a local car, 102,000 miles, very well taken care of. The guy I bought it from is the owner of a car wash, actually Coop's Auto Spa. It's a great business, and he runs out on the side, and he also is a master technician at Toyota. And right there was a selling point for me. He basically, him and his wife had the car as a little runaround car. He's got 4 kids, so he had this on the side, you know, just to jog around with, and he was gonna give it to his daughter. So when he was getting ready to, all excited to give it to his daughter, he put a bunch of new stuff in it. He put a new timing belt, water pump, because, you know, he replaced pretty much all the gaskets that you would need to change in a car that's old with 102,000 on it. He changed the oil pump seal while he was in there doing the timing belt. He changed the valve cover gasket. He changed tie rods, changed the tires, changed, like, you know, everything that would just get, you know, old and worn out. And he did that while he was in there because he's a technician, so he knew what he was doing. And his daughter was just too intimidated by the stick shift. It's 5-speed. So he's like, you know what? He put the car up for sale, and he wasn't really looking to make any big money on it, and I bought it from him. His original price was $3,000, and he actually, you know, he came down on it because he knew I was trying to get rid of my other car, and he was like, you know what? Give me $2,500, you can have the car, and, you know, he's like, be sure to bring it back for car washes and stuff because I really want to see how it's doing because it's a, you know, it's a great car. So he's a bit of a Toyota enthusiast, so I pretty much bought a car from a car enthusiast, which is the best thing you can do. So I'm gonna stop bullshitting around and get to the car. Now, I washed and waxed it yesterday, and then I went on an unexpected 2.5-hour road trip with it already. I've only had it for 24 hours. I drove it all the way to Long Beach. If you're on Long Island, you're in Suffolk County, you know it's far away. And it was a 2.5-hour drive, and on the way back, I got into some massive thunderstorms. So I came back with a car that was covered in road crap and full of dead bugs on the front. So I pretty much just ran, you know, gave it a quick wash, and I didn't really dry it off. I just kind of drove around because it's waxed, so whatever. And the paint finish is all original. It looks great. He did have some clear coat work touched up on it, which you can't even tell on this fender. It was hit by a rock on the expressway, so he replaced the fender. And while he was there, there were some clear coat issues, so he just had it cleared. And you can see a little bit of a spot where he's been working on the car all the years, getting its oil changed and stuff, where they lay the mechanics pads. You can see like a little yellowing. That's a sign that the car was very well taken care of because it's always opened up. So that alone was enough to tell me that, you know, it's been in good hands. I'm coming around here. Just have the flip-up headlamps. They do work fine, of course, and the glass fog lamps. I pretty much everything's the same about this car, except it's actually better than my 6th gen, which I really wasn't expecting. I'll explain when I get inside. This car's got brand new tires he put on for her. It's they are Fusion Torrens. I don't know how to pronounce that shit. Fusion. They're Fusion Touring tires. They are. Let me just take a look for the numbers here real quick. 205 60 R15, so these are 15-inch silver painted aluminum alloys, and they actually look really good in person. I mean, they are 22 years old, so there's a little bit of stuff in here, but there's no curb rash. They're not bent out of shape. They're not, you know, the whole car, there's no curb rash. That's all I wanted. And these, of course, did yellow with age, but I'm gonna hit that with a can of spray paint, or maybe just order some new ones. I don't really know yet, but, you know, it's just, really, this car really just needs nothing right now. I'm actually going to drive it on the big road trip I was planning on taking. This does have the optional factory rubber, factory painted mud flaps. As you can see, somebody even cared to take some touch-up paint to parts that chipped off over the years, which is really great. And the inner wheel wells and everything are perfect. I mean, this car is great. My other car had an exhaust leak, it was leaking oil, you know, it needed all this work, and this thing is great. You know, I don't need to do anything with it. As you can see, it does have body colored mirrors. They aren't breakaway, but this is so 90s. And I love how the sunroof actually gives you an actual tilt. So it's like, you know, it's just more of a stance when it's parked. I mean, these Celicas are, these were the ones that won World Rally Championship. These were the best cars. These were the best little coupes Toyota made. When we're not talking about the MR2 or the Supra, we're talking about front wheel drive coupes. This was it. This was probably the best gen now that I've spent some time with this one compared to the other one. It does have the factory OEM spoiler, which is integrated into the body here. It is bolted here. It does have the third brake light. I did transfer my GUR plates over because I love those. And as you can see, there's still some dirt everywhere because freaking that road trip yesterday screwed it up. But hey, you know, what can you do? It is a daily driver. I mean, the car was just local. Still has her Hawaii sticker on it, which my mom doesn't want me to take off, and I don't know why. There's no scratches back here or anything. It does have the factory, which this is cool, OEM exhaust tip, which you never see. I mean, it's stuff like this, which is just like made me go crazy. Four-wheel independent suspension, of course, as you can see under there, all in great shape. Nothing's really crusty or rusted out. I mean, there's a few bolts that have seen better days, but the entire thing as a whole has just been very well kept. There's a power antenna. It does work great. I'll show you when I get inside. And the only, you know, cosmetic flaw with the exterior is these rubber door edge guards. I mean, it's rubber and it did spend 22 years in the sun. So some of the paint did get a little screwy here. Somebody took some touch-up paint to it. So, I mean, when you stand right about here, which is not even a foot away from the car, it looks fine. I mean, maybe when I get upstate or whatever and I really get bored, I'll change out the door edge guard, but I'm trying to keep this car as original as possible. It even has the original head unit. This is probably going to be the car I will be keeping for a very long time. It has 102 thou. I'm at least hitting 200,000 in it. Somebody has to, right? This has the 90s blue cloth interior, which I actually really like, and the functioning puddle lamps, as you can see. Oh, that's some voodoo shit. I just hit the lamp in it. That's weird. These door switches are a little bit slow because when you open it up, they have to come back at you. Same thing with down here. So if you open the door, it'll take a few seconds, and then these will light up. Just coincidence that I hit it and it turned on. As you can see here. Now the floor mats, they're like shag carpet. They're such high quality, and I didn't do anything to this interior yet. It is pretty clean, but these might look pretty gross on camera. But I mean, carpet underneath's in great shape. I haven't taken a steamer to anything. You know, it's all original. This thing doesn't smell, wasn't smoked in, none of that stuff. So, and the good thing about these Celicas that I've learned is my washing machine at my house is just perfect enough size, so I can take these floor mats and throw them in the washing machine and they'll come out the same color as the seats. So I'm just gonna do that when I have time. So far I've had work, and yesterday I was driving all over the place, really enjoying the car. So you can see it still has the original, you know, diagrams to tilt the steering wheel and everything. So you can see 5-speed manual. This gearbox is definitely similar to a Honda. The clutch is very different, but this is pretty similar. As you can see, these floor mats have worn out, and you know, I bet you having these 90s radio block and cup holders that spill everything really didn't help, but hey, that's all that matters. I mean, it really does look a lot worse on camera than it is in person. I'm gonna have that cleaned up right away. As you can see, 102,415 miles. It even has a little Millennium Toyota sticker. I mean, this thing is perfect. I did wire in my radar detector too, as you can see. Hit the wires and they come out here. We'll go ahead and start it up. As you can see, it runs perfect. My little hula girl, my hula bimbo on the dashboard's vibrating. But yeah. Now I'm going to show you some parts of the interior that are way better than the other one. Power windows and everything work, of course. We'll start with this A-pillar, which shocked the hell out of me. This, if you can see that, is padded all the way up over my head into the back seat. This whole door panel is one big piece of thick, soft wrapped vinyl all the way around. This is rubberized, one piece, and then it goes right to carpet wrap. This is really great. Then you have these nice, cool 90s cloth inserts here. And this one's actually held up great. There's no sagging or anything like that. I believe this car was garage kept. Has a really nice tight hydraulic power steering because, hey, these coupes were fun to drive. Air conditioning does work. It could be colder. I'm actually gonna go take it to get charged after this video, but it does work great, which is all I care about. You can see down here it does have the factory OEM head unit, and it sounds really good. It's a Dolby system. I don't know if you can see that. You know, my theory as to why the sound in this car is so good stock, the speakers are here, so the sound comes at you from these tweeters and these speakers, which is really cool. And you can see the back two also do the same thing. For whatever reason, my memory card is timing me out at 10 minutes. It's ridiculous, but this works. I'm gonna have a really big review on this car soon with the tribute to the intros too, but let's have cruise control, intermittent speed wipers over here. They work great. And over here you get your pop-up headlamps, which I guess we'll just cut on. That's that fog lamps over here too, they do work. This is really nice. See, the motor runs great. When he did change the timing belt, he did do it a little bit on the tight side. That's what that tiny little whine you hear is. But he advised me to actually leave it like that. And my other car had the same problem. On these 2200s, over time, the timing belt has a tendency to get loose, and it's more of a pain in the ass to go in there and have a shitty running engine with a loose timing belt than just deal with the whine. So it's really not over tension, doesn't drive like shit, doesn't, you know, it drives fine. This is actually how they're supposed to sound. So you can see 2200 16 valve. It makes a little bit less horsepower than my other car, but it's a lot faster because this is also lighter and it's a stick shift. Strut power braces. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little rev here. See, it runs great. It's got a new alternator belt, new O2 sensors, new motor mounts. It has a Toyota battery. And you can see all the hood diagrams are there too. There's a cooling fan just kicked on. For whatever reason, I can't have these low beams on and the fogs on at the same time, but when I kick them off here, they stay up and the fogs stay on. It's kind of a cool feature, if you ask me. So, and it works fine at night. And then my high beams, like, the high beams cuts both of them out and just lights up like this really high angle. It's just pretty cool. I mean, when you flash somebody at night, they know you're behind them. So you can see it does have a trunk release. My other car didn't have that. And a fuel cap release over here. Down in this glove box, we have my my papers for registration and all that stuff. The owner's manual is at home on my desk. I still didn't get around to putting it in. I actually kind of want to keep it in my room so it doesn't get ruined, because I do store stuff in here. So you can see the original stickers back here telling me, you know, seating capacity, tire, and all that stuff, loading information. This one does not have the optional CD player that you can get here in 92. So it's just the basic Dolby, actually it's upgraded. It's a Dolby sound system, which is, you know, it's great. I will have a test drive on this car soon. I'm getting used to the stick shift. It's a really nice gearbox, actually. 5 is a little bit of a reach, and I have missed it a few times, but really overall it's great. And then down and over for reverse is down here. And the clutch is brand new, so it engages right here. That's the engagement point. So it really is great in terms of travel and stuff like that. And the horn on this car is way louder than the other one was. I mean, somebody cuts you off, they're getting screwed. So full power tilting and sliding sunroof, as you can see. I mean, as you can see, there is some like dust marks on the headliner and stuff. I mean, I'm gonna take a steamer to the interior. I really don't have to, because it doesn't smell, it doesn't, you know, there's no odors, it's been in great shape. But I mean, just from 22 years of sitting more than likely in a garage for most of its life. It does automatically stop halfway too. You can see the built-in wind deflector. That works great. It's have an oh shit handle on this side and a mirror. the driver doesn't get one, you just get the old 1990s, hey, this has airbags, watch out. Get your regular manual dim rearview mirror, vent registers, clock, climate control. This is all computer too, there's no shitty clunk sliders in the dash. As you can see, my hula bimbo is bimboing away over there. Power door locks work. And something that's really cool is it even has the original factory Toyota key. I forgot to show you guys. This car's got two sets of keys. It's the silver one, this is the valet, it says Toyota on it, and then this is the original OEM plastic driver's one. So you can see the back seat. Let me just pull the... I'll let my sunglasses down there. I think once I clean out these floor mats and, you know, just take some stuff. Somebody got some magic marker here. That's the only flaw, really. It does have a 50-50 split rear seat. I'll show you guys on the other side. And a rear ashtray, because it is 92. This car, it's very rare that it has not been smoked in. And another thing that I'm noticing about it, as I've been driving it these last 2 days, is that the cloth is a way higher quality than my other car was. It's just, this car is really nice to drive. And on the highway, it's really refined and smooth. It's just like, you don't expect this, like for this model. This is way advanced for 92. I love it, it's straight out of the 90s. You can see e-brake. Power mirror controls on both sides. They both work good, as you can see. And some chain storage, which I actually use. Surprise, surprise. Door shuts really solid too, especially for it being a pillarless coupe design. Fuel cap in there. I didn't clean this yet. Some guy on a bike. So you can see the trunk's all here. Struts work. Has a trunk liner. Struts. I mean, this thing's got so many little high quality things that nobody expects in a Celica. Somebody did put the floor mats to a Camry in here, and my suspicion is that the floor mats, the original trunk mats and the Celicas all get really shitty over time, and they like dry rot. So somebody just, I guess, you know, Richard maybe just threw a Camry mat in there. But everything is here, as you can see. Let's have the doors and the power antenna access is back here. Very nice trunk. And I don't know, the other trunk in my other car smelled like shit because it was a convertible and it leaked all the time. This one smells like mint. And by mint, I mean a mint car, because that's what I bought. I bought this with my own money. No mileage cap, no special policies. Just a really clean OEM car, and it even lights up green at night. None of the dash lights are burned out. As you can see, you get a reading lamp up here, and you get one back here, which is pretty cool. As you can see, what I mentioned about the door switches, it's a $2 fix though. I mean, it's literally like one of the really tiny things I should get around to on the car if I really care. As you can see, the back seat. And this car actually has got way better legroom than I expected. Just move my laptop charger out of the way. Seats, this is with the seat all the way back. I'm 6 feet tall. I still have room. And look at the headroom I got. So, I mean, I could sit back here for a while. I mean, me and my friends are taking a giant road trip in this car. They didn't really have much of a choice. They kind of have to enjoy it back here. As you can see what I mean about the high quality cloth. And this is cloth wrapped up here. And I like that they didn't put the speakers up here. They put it here so it's more natural sounding. Let me just try if I can figure out how to pop these seats. I think I gotta do this side first. Yeah. As you can see, there's the seat fold. So, overall, not bad. Go ahead and climb out. Which actually is pretty easy. As you can see, I'm already out. Got door panels all in good shape. Cooling fan kicked on again. Well, that's pretty much it on the initial tour of my 92 Celica. There's going to be plenty of driving videos and updates on this car because I really love it. I mean, a lot more than I expected to. I mean, this is, you know, I totally impulse bought this car. So you can see those pop-up headlamps go back in. And it even has the original keychain of where it came from. As you can see, Westbury Toyota family. Come on. Ugh, I need a new camera. And then you can see here is the original keys. So, all in all, this car is quite a gem. Alright guys, thanks for watching. As usual, leave a comment below of any questions on this thing or my other car that I've sold now. Please drop a comment below and I'll be happy to answer you. Thanks for watching.